Hello everyone. Today I will show you how to create a simple pizza ordering app using Python Tkinter. It is going to look like this. We will have input section from the customer, we will have labels, entries, we will have drop-down widget, we can pick the drink, and then we will have this picture, we will have a list, and we will have these three buttons: add my pizza, checkout, and delete. And finally we will have this exit the app button. Alright, let's get started. Firstly, I will import the Tkinter app. To do that, we will say from Tkinter import everything. And then I will name my mainframe pizza. You can name whatever you want. And I will assign this to TK. Alright. Then to show on the screen, I have to give this main loop function. Alright, now I want to adjust the size of my page. To do that, we call this pizza.geometry, and I will assign this to 600 to 500. We can always change this later on. And then eventually I want to name my title. To do that, we'll call pizza.title, and I wanna name it my pizza ordering app. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Alright, cool. Now first I want to add these labels and then entries right next to them. Okay, let's create the labels first. I will call this name label, and it's equal label. I want this to be in my pizza page, and I will assign the text equal. I will ask for the customers for their name. So what is your name? Question mark. Okay, now I have to put this on the screen. To do that, I will say name underscore label dot grid. And every time we use the grid function, we have to also assign the rows and columns. So I want this to be on the row 0 and column 0. Alright, let's check this out. Okay, perfect. Now I want an entry where the customer can enter their name. To do that, let's create this entry. We'll call this name underscore entry equal entry, and again I want this to be in pizza, and text is going to be what? No, sorry, there won't be a text. We already put text. Pizza, and I want this to be with 25, or actually let's say 30, just in case if their name is long. Okay, and same again, I will put this on the screen. To do that, name entry.grid. So I want this to be on the row 0 and column 1. Column 1 will be right next to name label. Let's check this real quick. Okay, perfect. Now I want to create 2 of more these to get the address and their phone number. To do that, I will just copy and paste this. 1, 2. Okay, here's going to be address label and address label.create. I will change name to address. What is your address? And I want this to be on the row 1, column 0. And for the entry, it's going to be address underscore entry and address entry.create. Okay, I want this to be on row 1, column 1. And finally, we change this to phone underscore label. What is your phone number? And let's change this to phone label grid.grid. It's going to be row 2, column 0. and for the entry it's going to be row 2 column 1, and let's change this name as well, font label, and font label dot grid. Alright, let's check this out. Okay, perfect. Now I want to add this list to show my all the pizza options. Create a list. I will call this create pizza list. Okay. So to create a list, let's name this pizza list equal list box. I want this to be in my pizza page again, and let's put this on the screen. Let's put right under the entries, so it's going to be row 3 column 0. Alright, let's see if I'm missing anything. Okay, I'm missing something here. I imported the list to row 4 and column 1, and let's add this list we created, all this pizza, into our list. To do that, I will create a loop. Let's create a loop. So I will create this for, we call this like item, for item in my pizza list, semicolon, pizza list dot insert 0, comma, and item. Okay, let's run this and see if the pizzas will show in our list. Alright, here we go. We have 3, 4, 5 pizzas in our list. So as you can see here, every time I click, it doesn't choose multiple. So we can change that with this mode called multiple. So here's the mode, select mode multiple, and I added background color black and foreground color red. Let's run and see this. Now as you can see, I can click multiple and choose multiple. Now I want to add some buttons for my pizza app. Let's add some buttons. We want to add button equal button pizza. We want to call this add pizza. Okay, and we want to add check button list. After the customers enter their information, they can check out the order. So to do that, check button, we say pizza text checkout. Okay, and now actually let's put them on the screen. So add button dot create. We want this to be on row 5 column 0, and for this one check button dot create. Let's put this on row 6 column 0, and let's add one more button to delete the list. So we call this del button equals button pizza text delete pizzas. Okay. Alright, let's put this also on the screen. Row 7 column 0. Alright, let's see how it looks like. Alright, it's good, but they don't do anything, so I have to put some comments and assign some comment to them. So every time I click my list, I want to make sure they will show up at the screen when I click to add pizza, but right now there's nothing happening. So let's do that right now. Okay, first I need to issue the command into the add button list. Here, I'll say
Okay, I'm going to call my command add_pizza and define this function. So we say we call div add pizza, open parentheses, close parentheses, and let's give a function. And from here, I need to create a loop again. And here's my loop. So I call for item in pizza list of selection. I have to call this selection function in order to add them. And then I assign result called resolve. I have to wrap this as string because these are not numbers, these are strings. And slash n for the next line. And I created this label to reflect on the label. So I assigned to row 5 column 1. So let's check this out real quick. So if I pick pepperoni and mushroom and if I hit the pizza, now they'll show up here. Okay, that's good. Now I want to work with checkout button. To do that, once I hit the checkout, I want to show like a receipt with the name, address, and phone number of the customer. Now we'll work on that.
Okay, first I have to issue a command for the check button. I will say command equal check. Okay, now let's define the check button. Div check. To get the information from the customer, we will use the get function. So let's call this text1 equal name entry dot get, and let's create a new label. Let's call this new label equal, it's a label, it's in pizza, text equal text1. Okay, now let's place this on the screen. It's going to be new label dot grid row 5 column 2. Okay, it should work. What's your name? Max. Check out. Alright, right here. Nice. We can actually make it even nicer. So we can say name, and this parameter should work better. Okay. Now we also have to get the information for address and for phone number. So let's call this text2 equal address entry dot get. Let's create a new label 2 equals a label pizza, and text going to be text2. And let's put this on the screen. New label 2 dot grid. We want this on the row 5. Actually, let's do row 6 column 2 right under that. And last one for phone number, call this text3 phone. Where is the phone entry? Phone label. Okay, we are missing something here. Let me fix this. Phone entry, phone entry. All right. Now right here, text3 equal phone underscore entry dot get. And I'm going to create new label 3 equal, it's a label, I say another label, it's in pizza, the text equal text3. And let's put also on the screen new label 3 dot grid. We want this to be row 7 column 2. Okay, let's check if you're missing anything. Also, let me add this to address and phone number. All right, let's see. Okay, Max, Arlington Boulevard, some numbers, check out. Name, Max, address. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to create my drinks using drop-down menu. To do that, we will assign drinks to string var, and I will call this drink. To make it drop-down option menu, you call option menu, and pizza, we want drinks, and we will assign the values. It will be cola, it will be beer, and Fanta, and root beer. Okay, now let's put on the screen drink.grid. row 8, column, sorry, row 8, column 0. Alright, let's see this. Okay, it's right here. But I want to change this to something more meaningful, like drinks. Okay, we can do that. We can say drinks.set, let's say choose a drink. Okay, let's run this again. Choose a drink. Perfect. Now we can pick whatever we want. Now I'm going to work with delete button. So let's issue a command. Let's call this delete me. Okay, define delete me. To delete from the list, we have to call the list first. So here's, okay, let's define this delete me. We will call this pizza list to delete from the list dot delete, and the numbers we want every time we hit the delete. I want everything to be deleted, so it's going to be 0 to 5. Let's check this. Delete pizza, all gone. All right. Now I want to import a picture to my pizza page. To do that, we have to call the function actually from pil import image tk and image. After you issue this, we need to define a picture here. So I will call this pizza underscore pic equal. It's going to be image take dot photo image open parentheses and image dot open parentheses, and you will insert your picture. One thing you need to make sure is your Python file and your picture is in the same folder, otherwise it's not going to detect the picture. Alright, now I'll create a new label. We'll call this label. It's a label, it's in the pizza, and we will say image equal pizza underscore pic. Now let's put this on the screen. Pic label dot grid. We want this to be in row 1, column, let's see, 7, and see where it goes. Let's run this. Alright, perfect. This is good enough. We can always change the picture's place, but I will keep here for right now. And finally, I will create my exit button. So let's create this button. Exit button equal button pizza text exit me. Alright, let's put this on the screen. Let's put row 5, 4, column 7. Alright, let's see where it is. Okay, it does nothing. Now I want it to ask me a question when I click the exit me, if I'm sure or not. If I click yes, it will exit. If no, it will return here. So I need to create a function. So let's call this exit me, and let's define this function. Define exit me. All right, let's create this question first. So I'm going to call this answer equal message box dot ask yes no. So in order to use this message box button, you have to import this from Tkinter, import message box, and then you are good to go. All right, the first one is going to be title of my message box. Let's call this hi, and the second is going to be main question on the main screen of the box. Are you sure to exit? Question mark. Alright, so let's make a conditional thing here. If answer equal 1, which is yes, then I want it to destroy itself, means quit itself. So I will call this pizza dot destroy, else nothing will happen. So just return. Let's see if it works. Exit me. Are you sure to exit? No, it returns. Yes, it closes it off. Alright guys, it was all for today. I know it's not the fanciest pizza ordering app, but it's all up to you to resize this, to put more buttons and put more options. It's all in your imagination. So I hope you liked this video and thanks for watching.